Now, if you want to access workflows, the first way is you go to an event that you are working with, you scroll down to more options, and you go to notifications and workflows. One thing I want to make you aware before we do anything is if you have a basic notification which is on here and it is similar to a workflow that you're working on, it's important to turn it off. In this case, I have all these workflows off. The next thing is I click Add Workflow. It will take me to the part that deals with workflows. Another way of accessing that part quickly is simply going to where it says workflows here. You go to the same place. Now, see all workflows. You see, you have an option and a variety of different default workflows which have been created for you. So let's see how we can make use of an already existing or a pre-built workflow for us. Say you want to send an email reminder to a host. You simply click Add Workflow. Now the difference of the email reminder from a basic one is that you have more options and more actions that are available to you. So you can change the workflow name, but let's leave it as email reminder to host. So we want to send ourselves an email as a reminder before an event occurs. Where do we want this applied? Let's just apply it to the consultation meeting and click apply. If you don't apply it to anything, then it won't work. When will this happen? Let's edit that and say we want to be informed of a meeting that is 30 minutes before an event starts. So you have the option to change to days, hours, and minutes. Once this is done, you click done. But remember, you have the option to change when this happens. So you can say when a new event is booked, when an event starts, you have all of these options. We're going to talk about these options when we are setting up a custom workflow. So what we do is we click done. The next is the action section. Now is where we see the email that's going to be sent. So it's an email reminder template. We can also create a custom template that we use for this particular workflow. But I'd rather use a template that has been built and then edit it. Once we do this, we then click done. A very interesting feature which is here is that we can add additional actions. Say we want an email reminder sent to the host, but at the same time, we might want other actions. For example, we want the same email sent to someone else who's not the host, or you want to send an email to another person hosting the event, or you're sending an email to the invitee. You can also send a text on the same action. So let's just say we want to send an email to someone else. So we click that and we click next. We will be asked to choose a custom template and I want to make use of a reminder. So where is this email going to come from? Let's say it's coming from Calendly. And then we put the email of the person. Once we click enter, we have added the email that is going to be used to send the additional email. You can also say, let it be sent from a no reply email. Once we do that, we then click done. So when this workflow is activated, it sends an email to a host and it does an additional action of sending an email to someone else. You can also add other actions like say, send a text to host or send a text to invitee. These are additional actions that occur within the same workflow. So this is what differentiates a workflow from a basic notification. So once you do that, you click save. And once it is saved there, as you can see, it is now active. Now we want to see how we can create a custom workflow. What you do is you go to new workflow. In this case, we don't want to use any of these. We want to create our own workflows. So What we do next is we choose what happens. You have different things that can happen there. So we want to create one which says when an invitee is marked as a no-show. So whenever someone does not attend a meeting and we mark them as a no-show, a workflow will send them an email. It can be sent immediately, but I do not want that. I want it to be sent, say, 10 minutes after this has happened, because the person could have tried to get into the meeting maybe within 10 minutes. You can even change it to a different time that you like. So what is the action? I want to send them an email. So we are sending an email to an invitee, and then we click next. So I change the custom workflow there, follow up on no show. I want this to be put on all of the meetings, and then I click apply. So what is the action? To send an email, but I need also to build the email. So this is where I'm going to show you how to build emails. So first, I'm just going to do a no-show email. That is a template that is already there, but I might want to change a few things. Schedule a new time for a meeting. I leave it as it is there. Hi, my name is that. I want to change a few things here. I see it says book a new time here. It is going to use the link of the original meeting. So I have typed another statement there. Kindly go through our website offerings here. So I might want them to see some of our offerings that we have. I can put the website link there, and then by just highlighting like that, and then clicking that, and then putting the website link, when I say insert, they'll be able to click on this link and go to my website. So this is how we do a custom workflow. Once we do that, we click done. And when this is done, we click save. We have already done a follow-up workflow, which is custom. It does what we want. You have the option to edit these by simply clicking the three dots and click edit. If you want to clone an existing email, an existing workflow, you simply click clone and a different one will be made. All you have to do is to put a unique name so that you don't confuse these. Right now I've clicked clone and it's an email reminder. Say I want this email reminder to come in 5 minutes before the event, and I apply it to the event that I want and then click save. So instead of rebuilding a new workflow, you can actually make use of this to just clone the workflows, and then you create a new one with the same options. So this is how you build workflows.